Okay, so I bought this Arctic 120 mil fan with the RGB for the case on the CyberPower machine. It cost me $14 on Amazon. It's got a 6-year warranty, and we're going to put it in our case basically on top here over the CPU on the left side of the CPU. It should have 2 4 connector pins on it, one for the RGB and one for the motherboard. We'll look at it now and see. Alright, so there's the box, there's the fan, and you get 4 screws. Each connector has a male and a female end, so that's good. I thought it just had the one end, but it has both. So we'll be able to install this pretty simply on our device, I hope. This one right here that looks like this is the GRB. Well, at least that's what it says on the connector. This one definitely goes to the motherboard right here. And this one goes to the RGB. For some reason they put GRB on the connector. I don't know why. Maybe when you look at the connector it'll tell you which. There's an arrow on there too, so I'm pretty sure the connector we have only uses 3 pins on our back of our case. I'll look at it right now. I can't get a close-up of it without it getting really cloudy. But there's the connector. It's called System Fan. It's near the back of the case, on the side of the fan, the CPU fan. It's right there. You can look on the manual if you want to look for it, but it's right there. It's a System Fan. There's 3 of those on the motherboard. You can use any of them, but I'm going to use that one because it's the closest. The cable seems to have enough room. So there's the connector. It's plugged into the motherboard. They give you a pigtail so you can put another fan on that connector there, but I'm not going to probably do that. I'm just going to put that in the hole in the bottom there. The motherboard's laying flat, and there's a hole that you could put the cable in and kind of hide it. Make sure those arrows line up there. Just to let you know, the fan has an arrow pointing where the airflow is going, so if you need to know which direction it's going. I'm not getting any light out of the fan right now. Weird. As you can see here, I plugged the RGB cable back into the original cooler fan, and the light does work. But plugging in their Arctic 120 mil fan, it doesn't work.
Okay, so on the Gigabyte DVD, you have this program called System Information Viewer, or SIV. And here I show you, I put the fans 100% no matter what the temperature or load is right there. Basically, you select System Fan on the left there, System Fan 1, and you can then apply it. There's an apply button, and you can set it. So here I'm going to change some settings, and I'll show you just basically how you do it. You just drag those little dots down like that to where you want to have it at certain load levels. It's pretty easy to do. You have to do them in order. They won't let you go in the middle and do stuff for some reason. But as you can see, I just applied it. Now, before I do any changes like that, I would suggest that you hit Save Profile and save whatever's in there now. Not that it really matters, but then you could always load it back if you have to. But see how you can adjust all the parameters, and you could have then you apply it, and then you'll see the RPMs on the left change as you apply it. And where that red dot is your current temperature and load right now. So if you change the stuff on the left, you'll see changes on the RPMs. There, I'm going to save the profile. And I save that profile, and I apply it. And in a few seconds, I'll show you how you could get that RPMs up. Right now, it's at 1300. This is supposed to be a 2000 RPM fan. From what I can tell, I can get it up to 1900, and that's about it, which is kind of odd. You think they would overestimate and not underestimate a fan. Alright, so we're going to put it all to the top now. You can see I'm putting it at 100% when it's like 40% load. And you see how the RPMs are going up now because it's got to ramp up to that top dot there. I want those RPMs even higher, so I'm going to move the dot a little higher. And you got to apply it or it won't show the RPMs changing. See, I'm moving those up. And then I apply and watch the RPMs go up. It's at 1596 right now. Now it's at 1727. So you just keep doing that until you apply it. I'm going to have it run at a full 100% regardless of what the load is, because that's what I want. And what I found is that it doesn't really affect the sound of the fan. This Arctic fan is pretty quiet. So if you put it at 100%, I don't see a big reason not to have it at 100% if it's not going to make much more noise than it is at lower speeds. So you can see I'm at 1880 now. And that's as high as this guy's going to go, 1885. Okay, so I just posted the comparison between no fan and with fan. I'll show you a results page after this, but I just wanted to show you this for a second. Okay, so you can see here that putting the fan on top as exhaust really didn't have much difference in temperatures. I got maybe 1 degree, 2 degree lower in temps. The RPMs on the CPU went down, and I've gotten a little bit better performance on the CPU randomly on it, like it would go down 5 or 6 degrees cooler, but for the most part it stayed about the same. I'm still going to put a fan in here, just not this fan. I bought the fan basically for the RGB portion. I wanted some lights on top of the case as well. So the RGB doesn't work on this Arctic fan, this 120 millimeter fan that Arctic sells. So I'll probably look for another fan. It's going to be really hard to find another fan with 4-pin connectors like this. This one was perfect if it would have worked. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get another one just like it, but I'm not sure.